Hello, Leo. This is Anastasia for Amira Salon's channel, and this is your general November 2017 reading. I will be using 3 cards from Golden Tarot deck by Cat Black. Then I will add them by 3 cards from Lenormand Oracle deck. And then I will pick up 1 additional card from Archangel Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. This will be a general reading, so if you want to ask a more specific question related to your situation, you can always book up a reading on the website, Amira's website, so you're most welcome to do so. And remember, for general readings, it may not sometimes resonate exactly with your situation, so you can also check your rising sign or your moon sign or whatever sign you feel more attached to, and feeling that sign more describes who you are. Okay, so we have we have Queen of Wands, 3 cards from Golden Tarot deck, 5 of Cups, and King of Swords. Looking at these 3 cards, there are 3 people on the cards. Not on each card there are people. There are some cards without people. And this tells me that November for you, Leo, would be quite crowded. There will be people around you, and it describes Leos very well. You guys love to be in the center of attention, and you're usually bosses or supervisors. You are leaders, and that's your natural energy of creativity, of being a boss, of being a leader. So that's very much you. Queen of Wands could represent you as a female energy. If you're a man, it could be still you, because Queen of Wands is more describing a person who is very creative, who knows what her talents are or his talents are, and who realizes the capacity, the ability of themselves to be leaders, to come up with new ideas, to be in control of things. So looking at this beautiful card, I love this artwork. Looking at her face of Queen of Wands, she's so self-content, she's self-confident, and she has this crown, and she is very proud of being who she is. So I think in November you will have an opportunity to realize or actualize your the best qualities of your zodiac sign, of your nature and your personality. I love this card for you, Leo. You will be in your own element, so to speak, in November, and this is very nice. Now we also have King of Swords. And again, it could be a Leo, a portrait of a Leo, now in more male representation. So King of Swords, it's a person who again knows what he wants. He's very intellectual, he's powerful, and he knows how to separate good from bad, what is important from unimportant things. And this sword, it's like it's working like as a blade. It could be like your wisdom, your wit, your smartness, your capacity to for analysis will be serving you very well, Leo. It could be also another person in your environment. If it's not representing you exactly, it could be somebody else. It could be your partner, it could be your supervisor, again, it could be your friend. But the role of this person in November for you, Leo, would be represented through the King of Swords energy. So maybe you will have to decide on what is the best thing to do related to some project. Maybe it's about partnership. So maybe you guys are deciding what is good for you in terms of if you had arguments before about some issue, and now there is this idea of maybe I hate to say that, but if it's some conflict in the family between marriage partners, maybe you have to be like this King of Swords, and you have to sit down and be very clear about your position, and you have to respect the other side, but you have to use this sword of your thinking, of clarity, of power to solve the problem, to decide what can be taken on board and what should be left or cut off. And then you can move on with more productive ideas or more productive or more harmonious partnership. So this is a very interesting card for you. And now let's look at this card, Five of Cups. Again, we see a person, and most likely it's a religious, kind of looks like an episcopal to me. Uh, anyways, this figure, this person is sad. Five of Cups is a card of resentment, of being sad over spilt milk. In this case, spilt wine. And the main idea of this card is that you have to balance your emotions when something that not quite desirable comes to your life. And it could be a situation in November for you, Leo, that when you will experience some losses. But the point here is that don't focus too much on the loss itself, because not everything will be lost. Also, Five of Cups is a card of false perception of a loss, because if we look at this figure of a man who is trying to soothe and give some consolations to the person who is sad about his loss, this person turns his back to the helper, right? To the person who is trying to bring him back to better emotions. So the point of this card is, don't waste your energy over spilled milk or spilled wine, whatever. Focus on the cups that are still full with wine. And even this is the interesting figure of an angel who is dark. Even the support from the heaven or from the universe can be seen as something dark for you in November. And this is not right, because it's just your perception. You could waste your, and Leos are very, very quick to strong feelings, and as a fire person. So it can happen that you will be too much attaching too many negative emotions to something that um, should not be so perceived so negative as you might think it is. So this is a card of warning that you should focus on the cups that are still full, not on the cups that were spilled. Okay. Now we will take three cards from Madame Lenormand Oracle deck, and we'll see, maybe there will be some additional information here for you, Leo, in November. So the first card is, oh, this is interesting. It's Lily, and it immediately gives me an idea that this is kind of um, another representation of this figure of authority, or an older man, or a man like King of Swords, is very much like in the Golden Tarot deck. Then we have a moon, the moon, and oh, I don't use reverse cards, so we have flowers. Not so bad. We still have some ideas about your situation. First of all, let's look at the flowers. Flowers, well, it's a reward. It's usually to celebrate something, and the symbol of something light, beautiful in our life, gentle. Maybe even if you experience some loss, or you would think it's a loss, you will still have some kind of a reason for celebration. And again, this card is a warning for you to be more on the side of a positive, of celebration, of something nice in your life, playful even, rather than being, sorrowful about something that you think it was so important and you lose it. Maybe it's an opportunity, but sometimes, even if it's, let's say you missed a job opportunity that you were thinking about too much, maybe this is a good thing, because sometimes right before what I wanted to say, that you think that's the job for you, but maybe if you have taken this job, you will miss another one which will be even better for you. So I have this feeling about this workplace situation, or it could be that you lose a partner in some creative project, and now you are all by yourself, and you don't want to be even you don't find the use of moving on by yourself. But this card shows that focus on that positive side, that energy of beginning something new that keeps your emotions high, rather than just crying over spilled milk or wine, whatever. Yeah, I already mentioned that definitely it will be a place for an older male in your life in November, Leo, or it could be you again. But the main characteristic of this card is, again, to focus on wisdom more than on emotions. Wisdom and experience that in the past that you can rely on, and you can find the strategy how to move on even if you lose something. You still have this beauty of the world around you, and not infrequently these cards, when like flowers here and flowers here, they are reminders that look around, the world is still beautiful, no matter how hard sometimes our situations may seem to us. So don't forget about that there is wisdom. There are people who would like to help you, like if we look at this card again, people who like to help you, and also some angels will be giving you advice, but you just don't want to listen. So this is a reminder. Look up, look at nice things, and look for reasons to celebrate, rather looking for the reasons to grieve over your losses. Maybe sometimes even not really losses, it's in your perception. The moon card gives us some idea of these mixed feelings. It's always about something hidden, some hidden emotions that maybe also deteriorate in the sense of positive, of joyful movement. In the course of November 2017 for you. Leos don't like the moon card because it's opposite to the sun card, and Leo is all about the sun. They like to shine, they want clarity, they want bright experiences, but moon is quite the opposite. So maybe it's also a reminder to be mindful about your intuitive side, and maybe to kind of shut down a little bit the bright light of I wouldn't say clarity, because clarity is always better than something a secret that you want to solve. But maybe this card is telling you just look more at something through a reflective light, not just very bright light. There is this saying that um, when you look at somebody too close with a high how to say, with the bright light, you don't actually notice important features. You don't notice the exact features of the face because it's too much light. So maybe this card shows that sometimes you have to use the subdued energy of your intuition, and be a little bit less active, and uh, try to rely on your feelings, not only on your mind, and look into intuitive solution of your intuitive side to move on with something. And maybe it's also it resonates well with the with the feelings or emotions that are here in this card. Like maybe this it's not that bad to sit down sometimes and be reflective of what happens, maybe not really counting your mistakes, but rather analyzing what prevented you from moving forward, and maybe what mistake you really how you could avoid some mistakes. And that would be also reflective light of the moon energy for you. Very interesting. I'm intrigued. So what is this? It's this situation that will require this reflective light. So let's take pull out a card from Archangel's Oracle card decks. Oracle cards deck, sorry. Okay, I'm looking at the decks on my table. There are so many. So okay, for Leo. Oh, this is nice. This is beautiful. I'm so happy for you, Leo. You are safe. You know, this is a crown card for this reading. In November 2017, no matter how bad you may feel about some kind of loss, or how vague some situation may seem to you, or how strong could be the influence maybe of a person who is stronger than you, or could be an argument between two strong characters and they are trying to find who, maybe there is a power game here. But no matter what is happening, you are safe. Archangel Michael's card is wonderful. I am protecting you against lower energies and guarding you, your loved ones, and home. What a beautiful card. What a beautiful message for you, Leo. So no matter what is happening, you have protection. And again, we see how many figures. Yeah, there is this sword, right? The sword, and Archangel Michael's card is also has this energy of a like, yeah, there is this energy of protection, but also energy of strength, of readiness to defend your grounds. And I think it resonates with King of Swords. Really, in this reading, King of Swords is more about standing your grounds and protecting your position, your beliefs, your strengths, your talents, your skills, your experiences. So you are safe to be protective and even defensive. You can rely on protection, and you have this beautiful support uh, by this message, right? So whatever happens with you, Leo, in November, I wish you well, and I hope you keep your strength as you will need it, and you move on with confidence. Till next time, bye bye. Thank you.